Hello everyone, I'm Connie Hampton and I'd like to welcome you to What's Cooking at Our House.
And I'm Dottie Phelps, and once again I want to extend an invitation to you. Welcome to my home and to my kitchen. We're getting ready to cook something really good, but I always say that. I know I always say that, but we always do.
But you're not lying.
I'm not lying. I swear I'm not lying. It's really going to be good.
Chicken cobbler casserole.
Yes.
Not peach cobbler, not
No.
chicken casserole, but chicken cobbler casserole.
Yes.
Very good.
And this is another one that I haven't tried before, so it's going to be a new experience.
Here we go. Here we go. First step, we're ad-libbing a little bit
Yeah,
here.
we're substituting. You know, I've told you before that these recipes, they're just a guideline. It's not written in stone or written in blood or anything.
Right.
It's just a guideline for you use your own imagination. It calls for sourdough rolls. Well, I went to 2 different towns and couldn't find sourdough rolls. So what I did was I had some the crescent rounds. So that's what we're going to use. Probably some of you, if you've done something similar to this before, a chicken pot pie or something, you've used a biscuit for your crust.
Right.
So this is it's really not all that new. Just like I said, again, just improvise, and this is not coming apart like it should, but I guess that's okay.
Well, we're going to cut it anyway.
Yeah, we're going to cut it into
Cubes.
So it doesn't really matter that much. I'm just going to pull those apart, and then we're going to I'm going to cube it.
Cube it, baby.
Real simple. And kind of, you don't want to pull it completely apart, but pull it a little bit apart there. Mm-hmm. And again, maybe if you could find the sourdough rolls, they're going to probably be a little bit firmer than this crescent.
Sure.
But unfortunately, we couldn't find those, so this is what we're doing.
Plan B is going to be just fine.
Plan B.
Plan B. Chicken cobbler casserole. While she's doing that, I'll read the ingredients for this recipe. We're going to be using 6 tablespoons of butter, melted and divided, 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese grated, 2 medium sweet onions sliced, 1 cup of white wine, 1 can of cream of mushroom soup, 1/2 cup of jarred roasted bell peppers, drained and chopped. We've got those here on the counter.
Yes.
If you're not sure what we're talking about. Our 4 cups of sourdough rolls cubed, 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley chopped, 1 8-ounce package of sliced fresh mushrooms, and 2.5 cups of cooked chicken, and we're going to shred that here in a minute. You're going to toss 4 tablespoons of melted butter with the rolls and the Parmesan cheese and the parsley, and we're going to set that aside. Then we're going to saute the onions in the remaining 2 tablespoons of butter in a large skillet over a medium heat and saute those for about 15 minutes or until they're golden brown. Then we're going to add the mushrooms and saute for about 5 more minutes. Stir in the white wine, the soup, the red bell peppers, and the chicken and cook, stirring constantly for about 5 minutes or until that gets kind of bubbly. And then we're going to spoon that mixture into a lightly greased. This says a 9-inch pan, and we couldn't find a 9-inch pan in either one of our kitchens. So we're using a 9 by 13, which will be fine.
Yeah.
And
Always go bigger.
Sure. Because the 8-inch we know would have been too
right,
small.
it would have been too small.
We're going to spoon the mixture into that lightly greased baking dish, and then top that with our bread mixture and bake that at 400 degrees for 15 minutes or until that's a golden brown. So you might want to set your timer for a little less than that to kind of keep an eye on it.
Now this says 4 tablespoons.
Right, and we're going to use 2 for to saute.
I'm going to guesstimate.
That'll work.
Looks close enough to me.
Right on the money. Right on the money.
And we're going to toss this
with the Parmesan cheese.
with the Parmesan cheese.
And the parsley.
And the parsley. I haven't got the parsley chopped yet.
Okay.
So I will let you toss that while I chop the parsley.
I can do it. I can do it. The cheese smells good.
Actually, this is cilantro.
Okay.
which is fine. And I think that calls for a third.
2 tablespoons of fresh parsley.
Okay, well, I've got more than 2 tablespoons here,
Okay.
but it'll work.
We will make it work.
It's going to give it a really good taste. And don't worry about if you get some of those stems in there, because, you know, there's a lot of flavor in those stems too. So just chop them up pretty fine if you do use them. Sometimes when I've been running a little short of parsley, I have used the stems too to make enough. So,
Okay.
all right. Now, let's see. I've got to chop up these tomatoes. Those tomatoes too, you can use that if you like pasta. Chop some of that up and put it in some hot cooked pasta. Oh, it's good. So good. I like it. I like it like that. Just the. Because it's got the oil in there. So. Okay. These are very nice peppers. I love these roasted peppers. I like any kind of pepper, I guess.
They smell good.
Oops.
Oopsie
I was
doodle.
about to spill that wine there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put those onions on, and then I'm going to come back and cut the rest of this stuff.
Okay.
And
So we're going to saute those for a few minutes?
right.
Okay. So we might want to take a break right here, and we'll be right back with you in a few minutes. Don't go away. Welcome back to What's Cooking at Our House. No matter what I do, I have to have fun. And so
yeah.
we're off camera, and we're talking everything and testing microphones. Anyway, welcome back, and we've been sauteing our onions.
Yes.
We've got our mushrooms sliced, and now our recipe says to go
I'm going to add them, and
add them
you can
and
tell them about the rest
those,
of it.
saute those with our onions. And we've got 8 ounces of fresh sliced mushrooms that Dottie's putting in our skillet. And actually, we started with a skillet, and we decided that we had so many ingredients, we've switched skillets.
Yes.
So again, we've changed gears, but that's okay. We're going to add the mushrooms and saute that for about 5 minutes. Then we'll be ready to stir in the wine, the soup, the red bell peppers, and we're going to also chop up our chicken before we put that in also.
Right.
Which we could chop our chicken right now.
Yeah, let's go ahead
and do that. We've got
chop
our
the
bell
chicken.
peppers ready to
Got
go.
those ready. And this says to shred, but I just cut it,
There you go.
and then I'll kind of chop it a little bit.
It's easier. I like chopped better than I do shredded.
Yeah, I do too.
My mouth
That's
does.
like the barbecue. I like it better chopped than I do
Right.
shredded. But this doesn't say what kind of chicken to use. I picked up the breast, but if you've got thighs and you want to pick it off the bone and everything, that's fine. You can certainly do that. So whatever you want to use is fine with me. I'm going to reach across you here.
As long as you don't have your knife in your hand, I don't care.
I won't. I promise you I won't. But
How that onion got in there.
you can use whatever kind of chicken you want. The breast, I just found it was easier for me. But now, actually, the broth, we're not going to use broth in this. We're going to use some white wine.
Right.
Whew, that's going to be so good. And remember, 99% of your wine or your alcohol cooks out of your wine. So, but if you don't want to use wine, get you some chicken broth and use a cup of it instead. But I like to cook with wine. It gives it a different flavor, I think. And I like to cook with the wine. And sometimes I drink it.
Sometimes we do.
Yeah. Sometimes I drink it. Okay, Connie, we're doing good here.
Okay.
You want to stir? Can you stir that?
Yes.
Those mushrooms over there?
Absolutely.
I think it says to saute them for 5 minutes, but I had that a little high over there, so
We're
it
looking
may
good.
not. It may not need to go the full 5 minutes. Oh, just kind of
Looking good,
it,
smelling good.
looking good. They're cooking good.
Yep, yep, yep.
Oh, that smells so good. I love mushrooms. Not everybody does.
Question, Dottie.
All right.
Have you ever written a recipe? Created a recipe?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you stop and think, somebody
Had to do that.
tested, somebody created it, tested it.
The one that we did at the winery, the olive cheese ball.
Okay.
That was my recipe. Now, the olive mix that goes in it was not.
Uh-huh.
But I needed a cheese ball one day, and I thought, what am I going to put in it? I didn't know what to put in it. So I had that in the refrigerator, and I thought, huh, perfect, just perfect.
Because it was
And
vegetables.
everybody loves it. Everybody loves it.
I've taken that to some different places.
So
Okay.
how are we doing? Go ahead and let me check this.
Check that out, but I think it's just about ready. And if that's ready, we're ready to add the rest of our ingredients.
Okay. I believe we are.
And we'll cook that on the stove for about 5 minutes.
All right. Well, I'm going to start adding this other stuff then.
Okay.
I'll get this over there.
Got the bell
and
peppers.
This. And let's see, we've got to add,
soup.
this is when we add the wine and the soup.
Yes.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Someday we're going to get smart and we're going to create smell-o-vision.
Yeah. You know, this would be an easy recipe to fix when you come home from work if you've already got that chicken cooked.
Right.
Because it's only going to have to cook, I think, for 10 or 15 minutes because everything is already cooked.
Right.
Except for your bread, so it would be pretty quick.
It'll give you time to sit down and read the paper.
No kidding.
You'll have to use your spatula
Yeah,
to do
I will.
that.
This is going to be colorful too, that
Yes.
red. Yeah, that's going to be pretty. Oh, that smells really good. Now, I'm going to pour a little bit of that wine in here and get the rest of that out of there. That's plenty. And that has to cook for 5 minutes?
Yes.
That's to heat everything through, I guess. Let's see.
That'll work.
All right. I think I'm going to switch to a spoon.
Okay. And we
So
still
I can
have
get
this
that,
ingredient
yeah.
also. Chicken cobbler casserole.
Oh, it's smelling good.
Looking good.
This is going to give it a really good flavor. And we're going to cook this for 5 minutes.
Right. So we'll take a little break while this is cooking, and when we come back, we'll put that together, and then we'll put it in the oven for a few minutes, and we'll be ready to present. Thank you for watching What's Cooking at Our House. I'm here at Dottie Phelps, and I'm Connie Hampton, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to What's Cooking at Our House. We've got our chicken
ready to go.
And it's very pretty.
Oh man, it
Those
smells
red bell
good.
peppers, beautiful.
And again, it calls for a 9-inch pan, but
I'm not sure that character
I'm not
exists.
sure. I don't.
A 9-inch square.
9-inch square.
You'd have to order that special.
I bet you would too. This 9 by 13 works just as good.
Oh, it's gonna be perfect.
And again, always go a little bit bigger because if you go smaller, you're gonna have a problem.
We sauteed our onions. We sauteed our mushrooms with our onions. Then we added our other ingredients, our wine and our bell peppers and our
onion, mushroom,
onion,
wine, soup.
All that stuff. Anyway, now we get to play.
Yeah, we're going to place this.
To get the cobbler part of it.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be so good. That parsley on there is going to, or that, actually, it calls for parsley, but I use cilantro. It has a stronger flavor, and I like it a little bit better. But you use whatever you want to use. But that's going to be so good. I bet the kids would like to do this part.
Oh, yeah.
And it's good for them to learn how to cook.
Well, there's a lot of, I don't know about the chopping, but
Well, the chopping they couldn't do,
they
but
can stir.
this right here they could do. They would love to do this. Ah, that's gonna be so good.
Mhm.
If you do use biscuits, cube them kind of small, and well, actually any of it you want them cubed kind of small.
We did
And
good.
yes, we did good. So
Good.
we're ready to go to the oven.
Okay, our oven is on 400 degrees and we're going to bake that for 15 minutes. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Not really. Stay with us. Welcome back. We are just coming out of the oven and
Oh Lord,
ready.
this is so pretty.
It looks great.
This is one good thing about having granite countertops.
We can just go straight
You
from
can
the
just
oven
go
to
straight
the
from the
counter.
oven to the counter.
That looks wonderful.
Yes,
that looks
it does.
Wonderful.
Oh, it's bubbling.
Smells good.
I'm really hungry now.
Now you got it. You think you're gonna?
I don't think I'm going to be able to do this
I
like.
think you're gonna just scoop
I think
it with
I'm
your
going to
spoon.
have. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to use both.
Yum. These colors are fabulous.
That green just sets it off.
Well, the red.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be great.
I'm really hungry. Now, just a minute before let me get.
Paper towel.
Yeah, I need to
Okey-doke.
clean that. You want to
Chicken
taste with your
cobbler
eyes
casserole.
first. So you want to
I'm gonna just
clean
kinda
up your
scoot
plate.
this over so we can get a good picture here. Wonderful.
That looks good.
That looks great. We did a little test after we cooked it for 15 minutes. We pulled it out to make sure that our biscuits were done. We were kind of concerned that they might be a little doughy, so we cooked it a couple more minutes.
2 more minutes.
And they're probably going to be just a little doughy because of the liquid, but that's okay.
Right, right.
But I think we got a nice bake on the top. I didn't want to
think
get
so,
this
too.
too dark.
No,
So I think
No.
the extra couple of minutes was great.
I think so too.
This looks
and
fabulous. I don't know
it
where we
looks really
found
good.
this. No
It
telling.
was I think it was out of one of my cookbooks, but I don't know which
Oh,
one.
yeah.
I probably
But
should have
it's,
looked that up before we started this.
And
But
it's a beautiful dish.
anyway, I think it's very pretty.
Beautiful
And,
dish.
you know, a salad, have a salad with that. Shoot, that's all you need.
You got it. Looks good.
Glass of wine.
You're ready. You're ready.
We're ready.
Miss Dottie, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
And we'd never tried this recipe before.
No.
A lot of times when we go on camera, we've made it once, and then we do it again on camera. But this
Yes.
is one of those that we decided that because of the length of time that we
Right.
didn't need to do it ahead of time. And I think a very successful,
I think
good
so,
choice.
too.
Just successful all the way around. We want to thank you all for watching What's Cooking in Our House and hope that you'll join us again. Hope you enjoy this and hope you can try this recipe. And if you're interested in this, just send a self-addressed stamped envelope to What's Cooking in Our House, P.O. Box 712 in Dexter. That zip is 63841. Or shoot Miss Dottie an email.
At recipes@yhctv.com, and I'll get it right back to you.
Thank you again for watching. Thank you for letting us come into your home. And
My pleasure.
I hope you enjoy as much as I'm going to
Oh,
enjoy.
I think I'm really hungry, so I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it.
We'll see you all soon.
Bye now.